Hey, and welcome to this new channel that I will call Iron to Alpine. And why have I chosen that name? Well, I used to do Ironman triathlon. I think I was fairly decent at it. I qualified for the Hawaii Ironman, the World Championship, which is an okay thing. Did sub 9 hours. So I was really well trained, but this was back in 2012. And I pretty much stopped my Ironman training in 2015. And now it's 10 years later, and I've turned 50. No reason to hide that one. So, and I've been looking for, well, I should say, since then, I've basically been couch surfing most of the time, not done a lot of structured training for anything really. I have been looking for a project, something to motivate me. That's how I do things. I heard that there are two types of people doing sports. There are the ones who want to do something with it, and then there's the ones that just love it. And the ones that wants to do something, when they have achieved that, they kind of stop in a way. And I'm that type of person, so I pretty much stopped. I kind of lost a little bit of motivation when I went to Hawaii, and but it was such a big part of my life that I kept on training for 2, 3 more years. Then I just realized, okay, this is not fun to do 6 hours of bike training on a Sunday afternoon. I wanted to do other things. So that's what I did. So that's the backstory of this, that I want to see how is my body. I knew kind of a lot of about it 10 years ago, but I don't know where I'm at right now. So what happened was basically I love to climb mountains basically. I haven't done it that much, but I love to go uphill. I think it's a great challenge in some ways. And I was visiting my some of my family in France, and we did La Plagne, the Tour de France climb in the Alps. And I have to say, it was not pretty at all what I did, but it kind of got me motivated. Um, so I actually looked in 4 years ago on doing some uh, biking in the Alps, and I think I was actually in better shape than I thought I was, but I wanted to do a lot, and then yeah, I kind of never got in that far with it. So I kind of looked into it before. I need a new bike, and there was a lot of things that kind of got in the way. But what I want to do basically is to train for 1 week in France, something like that, maybe 10 days. And I want to do the La Mamotte, which is this, what is it, four climbs or something, 5,500 meters of climbing and 177 kilometers, I believe. And then I want to drive to Mont Ventoux and do this club, this Cinglés du Mont Ventoux challenge, or however you pronounce it, which is basically Mount Ventoux. You can climb from three different side of the mountain, and you do all three of them in one day. So I want to do those two in, well, probably I want to do it within 5 days or something like that. That's. But I have no. I'm pretty sure I can do La Marmotte. I'm pretty sure I can get into training for Mont Ventoux, but I'm not so sure that I can do both of them. So that's the challenge here. That's what triggers me a little bit. And then I might, in the whatever week I'm there, I wanna probably do a little bit more here and there, but I have no clue what I can do basically. Um, I don't know really where I am right now. Well, I know I'm used to be 75 kilos, and now I'm closer to 90. So I'm way too heavy. So I have to lose some weight. My strength, I don't exactly know where I am. So that's one of the things I have to figure out. I think I want to be quite transparent on my training, put it out there. At least talk about them in the videos. I know you can put it all on Strava and all that. Not maybe I will do that. I will do some put up. I have a homepage where I will put a lot of stuff up there. And but the main thing is I want to do weekly updates. I want to tape them on Sunday or Monday, and then I will publish them on Wednesday. So that's the plan, just to do it once a week, and then just get along and go along and see what happens, basically. And what I want to update is basically the training I've done. So I'll do that in this video as well. I want to talk a little bit about, have I done anything about equipment, gaining some knowledge about things that I don't know so much about. I know has happened a lot within nutrition. I have to look into that and see what can be done with that. When I was training, it was like you said, 1 gram um, of sugar, yeah, whatever it's called in English, per kilo um, of body weight. And today, I think they can do 150 or like twice as much, which also means you can burn a lot more. Don't know how relevant it is for me, but I need to look a bit into that. I only have a time trial bike right now, so I need to do something about that. So there's a lot of things there. All my stuff is like 10 years old, so it's pretty much all outdated and need to figure out what to do. And then I'm also an IT guy, and I will try to look into if I can do something with an AI on my own, basically. Any training plans and all that. I know there's a lot of systems out there, but it could be fun to just see what I can do with that. So let's do this week's update, the first one. Training rise. Let's do a little bit of background. I went to La Plania, as I said. It was we were actually staying at 1800 meters. So the first thing I had to do, I borrowed my nephew's bike, and I hadn't been on a road bike since 2010. I've only done my time trial bike because that was the only good bike I had for training, at least, and racing. So it was a little bit of okay, let's try to see if I can get down this bumpy hill, a mountain. So I was taking it really, really slowly in the beginning, but I ended at the foot of the mountain, which was okay. And then I had to go up, and I think that was where my knowledge of endurance kicked in, because I immediately knew that if I should have any chance to climb that hill, I had to go with as an easy effort as possible, as possible. So that was what I did. I think it took all the time was like 2 hours, and we didn't even go the last 2 kilometers because that was where we stayed. So we just stopped there. Um, I think I took 5 breaks or 7 breaks or something like that, and I met my sister at some point, and where that was like 1 kilometers left, and I just gave me some water. Kind of, it wasn't pretty. I think the gearing was a little bit too hard, if I should make an excuse, at least for my weight class. Um, I didn't have a watt meter on, so I have no clue what I did. What I do know is that my back and my arms were like hammered for 2 days afterwards. So well, I was not in shape for it, basically, but it was kind of cool to know what it is. I know it's only 8%, and I know there are harder ones and with some, yeah, just more difficult climbs than that one, but it gave me an idea what 8%, what an 16, 17 kilometers, 8% is. So that kind of gave me some, I want to do this. And then there was one of my family's friends was there, and he was cycling, and he was doing a lot of the climbs and stuff, and I talked a bit with him. And then I was like, okay, I need to get in shape for this and do my own trip next year. So, and then when I came home, I came back. I live in Denmark. I have done a little bit of, I still had vacation, so I did some training, just like 40, 50K, very, not too much. Then I probably had a week or two where I didn't train, where I started working again. And now I need to get into some rhythm. So I've trained 3 times this week just to get started. So equipment wise, I got a Wahoo kicker, which is kind of nice because it's not so noisy. I had one of these non-disc ones where the wheel is going um, to the home trainer, and it's just, I live in an apartment, and it's just crazy noisy. There's no way I can use that, but the kicker is okay. So I got that one. Bought it more than a week ago and got it Monday or Tuesday or whatever it was, and started training on Tuesday. Probably got it Monday and trained Tuesday. Doesn't matter. So I got that set up. I have my time trial bike um, for that one, and I started out with 1 hour. Just did 5 times 5 minutes, 200 watts, which is 200, somewhere between 200 and 210 watts was my aim, which is, I don't know what to expect basically. Back in the days, it would not have been something very crazy for me to do. My FTP back then was 310 to 320, something like that. So 200 was sometimes what I did when I took breaks in my training. So doing 200 watts today was kind of, yeah, well, it felt like a good place to start, just to get everything started and get my body used to training and stuff. So I did 1 hour of that, and then I did a similar one Tuesday, and today I did a little bit longer. And instead of 5 times 5, I did 12 times 2.5 minutes, and no, 3 minutes, and then 2 minutes break. And then I only did 190, 200 watts because I felt a little bit tired honestly. I've been doing a lot this weekend, non-trading stuff. So, but I wanted to go a little further. I wanted to hit 100 kilometers, and I knew what I have done on my Garmin, and I wanted to do. I think I needed 40.9, and I'm pretty sure I did that. And when the numbers got into my Garmin, it was only 38. So that's the kind of motivation for next week, right? I need to get 100 next week. Anyway, it's just stupid numbers, and but it's also the journey of get to know your equipment basically. Anyway, yeah. So the home trainer is what I got, and then I've started looking into. I think next week will be try to assemble a list of what I need to upgrade. I think the short answer is everything. I need a new helmet. I think I have some biking clothes. That's all I got. My shoes are old. My everything is just old. Glasses, everything is just 10 plus years old. So, yeah, watt meters, bike computers, whatever, everything probably has to be upgraded. But for now, I can actually, I don't have it here, a Garmin Phoenix 5 X watch that I bought 5, 6 years ago when I actually thought I would start doing some serious training again, and I didn't. So I got that one, and I can see all the numbers from the kicker on my phone as well. So for now, that's okay. Maybe I will start doing Swift or something at some point or whatever. But for now, I'm really used to just sitting and do my programs, just listening to music, and then yeah. But maybe at some point I want to try some of the climbs or need some extra motivation or whatever. But for now, it's just getting started basically. So equipment wise, yes, got my home trainer set up and it's running. I definitely need a fan that's a little bit better than the one I have, so I get some more fresh air. That's sometimes an issue when you're inside, I think, to get sufficient air basically, fresh air. You don't have a good fan. So I need to get that. I think that will be it for next week. I want to, training wise, I think I'll use Tuesday just to try to figure out what my FTP could be. I'm not quite sure where it is right now. It's above 200 for sure. Um, Not sure how much. I haven't pushed really, really hard in any way on what I have trained for now. I can feel a little bit in my muscles towards the end, so I think I'm hitting a decent training strain on my body right now, and my Garmin load is just going one way. And then I will do a little bit longer one on Thursday, and then I won't be able to train probably Friday and Saturday because that's just, yeah, I got some stuff where I need to be fresh in my head on Saturday, so I don't want to kill myself on the bike on Friday. And then Sunday, I think I will do my FTP test and just get some idea where I am. I'm not, yeah, it will be interesting to see where I am. That's the status right now. Video wise, will just do them like pretty much just I'll make them low maintenance, so to speak. I don't wanna do a lot of editing. I'll just talk like here, and yeah, just do the absolutely most necessary editing, and then upload it to the channel, and then whatever happens happens. Uh, I if all this actually works out, who knows? I'll probably do some live updates or stuff when I start training outdoor or whatever. We'll see. I have some other YouTube work going on, so I will see if I can automate as much as possible for this. That's the idea. So yeah, AI and automation. That's also what I'm teaching right now. So I want to use that. Anyway, that's the project. 50-year-old guy getting into shape for La Mamotte and Club des Cinglés du Mont Ventoux challenge. I have to learn that. So follow me by subscribing and yeah, do the notification bell and all that jazz if you feel like doing it. Yeah, I guess that's it for now. Have a good one and hope to see you next week. Bye.